Good afternoon, ladies and gents. As you can see, I'm in a very good mood. We've had a fantastic session. We have had open and candid sharing. We've had fantastic panel discussions. And I'm so excited the HerNovation Summit has grown better and better every year. So thank you so much to everybody who has participated in making this happen. So I just want to recap a little bit of what has happened today. And I will go through what each and every speaker has said. One, John Musunga has talked about kusema na kutenda, as we say in Kenya. You speak and you action. East African breweries and Kenya breweries are already making this happen. They have 30% female board members sitting on their board, and they're trying to grow as many women as possible to get more senior positions. Well done to you, East African breweries. Jane Mwai talked about establishing boundaries at work and managing upwards, downwards, and sideways. There's always that issue of managing your community around you, your work community, your personal community. Make sure you're able to manage and balance that whole environment, because that's what makes you thrive. If you all recall, Jane was our CIO of the year in 2020, yes, 2020, and it's because of this balancing act that she was able to win this award. Congratulations, Jen, and we look forward to seeing who you will hand over the award to this year. Michelle of ESET talked about work-life balance. Not work-work balance, not life-life balance, but work-life balance. And for Michelle, there's a personal story there that I will not go to, but kudos, Michelle. You've come a long way. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing with us, and you have done an amazing job as a woman, as a career woman, as a mother, as a sister, as an auntie, and as a friend. She talked about getting promoted in the workplace because of having impact. She had some people hired and she got promoted after that. Remember, I talked about community. We support each other to grow. So once you support other members in your community or in your work community to grow, you also get the opportunity to grow. It is not even a joke. Here is a typical example from Michelle. Maureen talked about her personal story. This lady's story is amazing. Maureen is an engineer by profession. Maureen is one of those people you see at the top of the poles, like like the KPLC guys or the telecom guys who climb the poles to go and fix up those masts and everything. That's Maureen for you. Maureen has even given back, and that's why she talked about giving back. She's part of a young engineers club where she's mentoring children at a very young age, from the age of 4, I think, and she commits herself every weekend to go and sit with them to help them build things with their hands. Forget about kids spending time in front of a screen and playing video games or doing whatever they do on social media. Maureen spends every weekend mentoring children to become engineers and realize their ambition. So her big thing was, how are you giving back? If she can create the time as a wife, as a mother, as an engineer, and commit her time every Saturday to give back, how do you give back? Evelyn talked about sponsors and mentors and how they work together. You need to understand the boundaries. And I'd mentioned this. You need sponsors and you need mentors to grow in your career. Evelyn is another amazing lady that I mentor, and I'm so proud to see how she has grown in leaps and bounds to who she is today. Well done, and I continue seeing you soaring and growing in your career. Waithera talked about a very passionate thing that East African Breweries has taken up. And this is progressive portrayal of gender in media, in advertising, and entertainment. Guys, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. We know how we are portrayed, especially as women in media, okay? Especially in advertising and in entertainment. EABL has taken up this thing and is working on it. And the one question she asked, what are you going to do differently? What are your next steps today? The conversations you're going to have, okay? With your neighbor, with your children at the workplace, with your friends. What is the kind of conversation you're going to have to push this agenda? And I urge all of you, many of you are in decision-making positions, so please make sure you portray the women, especially in your organization, in a positive way. And finally, what I said is about supporting each other, and we all rise. Let's learn how to support each other so that we can all rise. And when I talk about supporting each other, I'm talking about both men and women, okay? We know that we do not work in an isolated environment where it's just women. We also need our colleagues who are men for us to succeed. So how do we support our fellow men? How do we support our fellow women? How do they support us back and mentor and sponsor us so that we are able to grow together and build stronger and better businesses and organizations for a better better future Africa and for the youth. So the recording is available after this. Let us continue the conversation on social media using the hashtag HerNovation. Thank you to all our sponsors, ESET, East African Breweries, VMware, all our speakers and panelists and moderators. You did an amazing job. You took your time and you prepared. To the CIO East Africa team, thank you so much for doing a great job behind the scenes for this production. This has been an amazing session. I've received all sorts of feedback, and you are not taken for granted. And I also would like to thank my co-founders for the HerNovation program, April Mora, Catherine Moraga, Agnes Gadaya, I forget the other two, the two gentlemen. I'm sorry about that, but you know yourselves. Thank you so much for your support. I promise I will tweet your support online, and look out for next year's calendar and activities. And remember to join, to plan, to break the rank by taking advantage of the programs and activities that we shall be sharing with you. Please look out for those activities. Remember, next year, you promise you will in terms of your career path. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and have a fantastic afternoon. We look forward to seeing you tomorrow at the CIO 100, of which kicks off at 9 in the morning. If you have not registered, go to www.cioafrica.co and register for tomorrow's session and Friday's session. You don't want to miss out this opportunity. From the Kenyan coast, Mombasa, thank you.